Feature Friday.
The freshest. We're back.
First timer.
We're back at See You on Wednesday. You know, the freaking roommate project is elite.
Take me to church.
And this is Reikko, I think that's her name.
Nice bucket,
and
mate. Look.
I love her aesthetic. It's a vibe. It fits the color hue of the studio too. It's perfectly well picked. And this is her cover of Hozier Take.
She very requested this. Yeah, I was just sort of reading what cover she was going to do because I have no idea. But I keep seeing her name in the comments, so let's check it out.
This has 1 million views.
Oh, wow.
Let's have a look. Blow me away. I'm ready.
My lover's got humor. She's a giggle at a funeral. My church offers so absolutes.
Just to the guitar.
It's going to be an alternative take. Seems.
Who's the girl that sings she's from here. And I'm gonna let it burn.
Ellie Goulding.
Ellie Goulding. She would make such a beautiful collaboration with Ellie Goulding.
I've never seen Ellie Goulding sing live.
I have.
She good?
She sounds pretty similar to the record.
Right, so if you like the original, how she sounds in the studio, you would like how she sounds live?
Yeah.
That's good.
Because Ellie Goulding has like one of the most peculiar...
Unique voices, yeah.
Peculiar voices right now in the music industry. So there's always like an expectation, isn't it? Like, oh, is this gonna be true to what it sounds in the record? But she's actually pretty like close to what you hear on the record.
That's sort of... Yeah, I think you probably put it right. Sometimes it's disappointing because you sort of hear these singers that are so, peculiar and stuff in studio, but then live and nowhere near close.
But she's good though.
That's good.
She's good.
So this reminds you a bit of that?
No, I think that she would add an amazing color.
Oh, nice. Collaboration.
As a collaborative feel. I don't know why. It just gives me the same edge.
Well, interesting sort of monotone finishes on all the choices she's made, right?
I like it.
Which gives you this edge. I mean, you can't even see her eyes. She has an aesthetic.
I like it.
I'd love to see her eyes though.
There's a mystery behind this. And I love the guitar arrangements. They're so nice.
Continues with it.
We have an aesthetic. Did you hear that? That's suspended there. Okay, the musical arrangement is great.
This would be like new age. Do you remember in rap, that sort of new movement that happened in the last 7 years of like emo rap? That kind of mix between rap. You okay? You some water?
I'm alright.
This kind of mix between like rap and rock. Sad. It's a bit like, oh, you're killed.
Emotional.
Yeah, actually emotion is the right thing. This seems to be like a new take on that mixed with rock and live music. So it's like new age. It's sort of a sound really that I feel has become very popular as well in sort of new platforms like TikTok and it's a peculiar sound. It's like the Kid Laroi sound, the Juice WRLD sound, but it's
softer and
a more alternative take to it. But it's still modern. You see what I mean?
It just brings me back to when alternative was kicking butts in the charts. Like it just reminds me back to Bjork and her really peculiar take on very popular songs. And it's the thing that inspired a lot of alternative singers today that are popular today. And is that monotone ending, is the unclimatic choruses, is the complete opposite of what you expect, but you still get somewhere. And it's full of angst at the same time.
That's it.
And you have a mysterious aesthetic, and I like it. I think I'm glad that that's something that has that we've hold on to in the music industry as a whole. I like that. Because I'm an alternative music fan.
Well, you like that,
yeah. Yeah, me. I'm talking personally from my perspective. I like that we've maintained that.
You love that.
Yeah, because it's so different, right? And it's refreshing to hear different, especially when you're making covers. because there's always an expectation, there's always a standard to meet. So when you over deliver, sometimes it's like, you overshot it, or and if you don't overshoot it, then it's why are you doing the cover, you know? So it's always about how you tell the story, and I feel like she's telling me her own version of the story as a black and white comic book, and I like that. I like the mystery of it all. Yeah. I love to see where it's gonna work towards that.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, certainly painting her own colors.
Yeah, but the guitar is the lead.
Church.
Yeah, I love it. I wonder how old she is. She sounds very young too. Yeah, it reminds me a lot of Bjork.
So that bit there, I think, well, obviously it probably describes her cover, her take best. But that bit there, I think it's probably the most enjoyable part of the cover, because it all of a sudden feels like a new song. Weirdly, it felt like a new song for some reason.
I love that, and that's the charm of alternative for me. She might not be an alternative singer, but that's exactly what it resonates with in my books from my perspective.
Yeah, sort of. I mean, it is sort of taking that shape.
It's
genre-wise.
It's very old. I love it.
Yeah. Well, that's what alternative means. Something out of the ordinary.
I love it.
An option out of the options that you've been given. An alternative. Right?
Yeah, it's good.
Nice, there you go. That.
Good girl.
That's interesting, right?
I like it because it's not what you expected.
Hell no.
You're met with a interesting choice too, because this is
I got the shivers.
If I'm not mistaken, this is the original key of the original song, right? So it's interesting because obviously Hozier is a guy. He's composed the song for his own range. So having it sung by a female artist, it usually doesn't work out. Usually you have to transpose the songs to highlight the vocal capabilities of the singer. But it's really cool though. There's a really good edge of playing with the original stake, making it yours, but then not taking it too far away from the original, yet giving you something completely different to what you were expecting. So
yeah, she is.
She's very alternative, right?
Yep, she's definitely that aesthetic.
Gotcha.
Bit darker-ish.
Love that. I wonder what her usual sound aesthetic is like.
She does have some original songs, and I don't think she's as young as we think she is. I think
she just looks like a baby here.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like she's 16. I mean, she definitely drinks, so.
Oh yeah, definitely overage.
She's for like 21 or something like that.
Nice.
Maybe my age, but yeah, she's got an aesthetic to herself, and I think it's a good job because her sound does play to that aesthetic very well. And sometimes you may have a visual aesthetic, but auditory experience may be completely different, and to be able to be that congruent enough, I think people like DPR Ian do a really good job of this. Just DPR Live in general, they do a good job of this. I think someone like Huasa does a good job of this.
Yeah. Just
from the Korean industry, out of Indonesia, I think someone like Afghan does a good job. You know what I mean? Of both visually and auditory experiences.
But you see, with Afghan, you see a completely different shift in his latest work from all his previous work in his career.
Hot boy R&B.
Yeah, but that's a new sound to the market from Afghan. To us, it's like, yeah, that's what you've meant to do your whole life, but because that's how we met him. But he's known for being a ballad singer.
Oh,
you know?
he actually does have unbelievable
and it's
ballads.
like he's known for being an incredible power vocalist.
True.
So it's kind of like strange what resonates
Evolution.
with you when you first meet the artist, right? For example, this is our first meeting.
Maybe she does heavy rock. Who knows?
Exactly. Maybe she does like punk, and maybe this is the reason why was so completely different, because this environment is a completely exposing and different. The take of the song was so hers. I would love to hear more of her original work. So if you have anything else that you like us to check out from Draco, please leave it down in the comment section below.
Goodbye.